I know you've got some doubt. I know you've got some uncertainty. You hate the image you see in the mirror. You hate the way your money looks. You hate how your relationships look. People you've given your all to keep walking out on you. I know you feel stuck in reverse. I know you feel underpaid, undervalued, and overlooked. But listen, this is the day everything changes. Get up, Roger. Get up and get after it. That's what's going to separate you from the pack. You're not scared to get uncomfortable. Rise and grind. Wake up with a renewed spirit. Wake up with renewed passion. You just need to be 1% better than you were yesterday. If you can be 1% better than you were yesterday, you're making progress. I told you, I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock every day. Some days when I wake up, it's 2:45. I look at the clock and say, look, between me and you, we've got an agreement. It's 3 o'clock. It's 2:45 right now. Technically, I've got 15 more minutes. But then I think, if I go back to sleep for those 15 minutes, there's no guarantee I'll wake up at 3 o'clock. If I go back to sleep right now, I might wake up at 4 o'clock, or 5 o'clock, or 6 o'clock. All I have is right now. Are those 15 minutes so sweet that I'm going to push back my dream? That I'm going to push back my goal? Everything I've ever wanted is right there. What is it? What's that one thing you're saying to yourself? I'm going to get this thing done. I'm going to make my dreams become a reality. I need you to do me a huge favor. Not just want to be a beast when you leave this place, but actually be a beast. When you leave this place, get into beast mode and stay in beast mode. You've got one life to live. It's time to get it done. Are you tired of just thinking about it? Are you focused more on the risk than the reward? Are you focused on the pain of the process more than the glory on the other side? You're listening to the wrong people. You're listening to the wrong voices. You're subscribed to the wrong programs of thinking. Stop waiting to feel like it. Stop waiting for the conditions to be perfect. They're never going to be perfect. You're not always going to feel like it. You're not always going to see it. You're not always going to have the resources. You're not always going to have a handout. The question is, how bad do you want this? Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to let go of some things? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you ready to be consistent? Are you tired of this version of yourself? The prize goes to the hardest worker in the room. As an individual, I need you to get your schedule up. I need you to get your life up. I need you to get your words up. I need you to get your heart up. I need you to get your action up. I need you to get to a place where every single thing you do is phenomenal. So the life you want to live becomes the life you can live. You're not putting forth 120%. You're not all in. Let me tell you something. If you get to that point where you do exactly what you say you're going to do, you're going to get to the next level. So let's get started. At the end of the day, you can listen to 1,000,000 motivational speeches, but you're going to have to wake up and make a decision to get it done. If you can hear my voice, if you're tired of where you are, if you're tired of not hitting your targets, if you're tired of not being aimed, intentional, assertive, and consistent, you already have everything you need to get started. Stop waiting for the weather to change in your life. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop waiting for a handout. Stop waiting for everybody to believe in you, cheer for you, and affirm you. Your dreams are phenomenal. In your dreams, your bank account is phenomenal. The life that you have for yourself is phenomenal. The things that you do, the way that you live, and what you have are phenomenal. But you, as an individual, are average. What I'm challenging you to do is go from average to good, from good to great, and from great to phenomenal. Enough is enough. I'm getting out of this place. I've got stuff to do. I've got assignments to finish. I've got a destiny to fulfill. I am sick and tired. I'm no longer willing to tolerate this place of misery and pain. Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. Everybody wants something in life. But many of you right now, your beast mode is idle. Your beast mode is not turned on. When you leave this place, I'm telling you, your life is going to go to a whole other level if you can learn to turn that switch on and keep it on. Everybody's got purpose. Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got something they have to pass, achieve, or become. But we are generationally programmed to love convenience. The truth of the matter is, it is so convenient to make an excuse. I want to give you just a few things that you can do to help you stop making excuses, to help you stop habitually gravitating to the place called convenience. You've got to stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Rule number 1, kill the comparison game. Well, I don't do it like them. I don't say it like them. I'm not as tall as them. I'm not as strong as them. I don't have the money they have. I don't have the resources they have. Stop it. The reason why you couldn't do it isn't because of your parents. It's not because your coach didn't create the highlight reel for your scholarship. Stop blaming everybody else. When will you look in the mirror and stop comparing yourself to everyone else? We compare ourselves to the way people look. We compare our stories to their stories. We compare our relationships to theirs. Every single day we make these comparisons. It's like a warm blanket pulled over us, covering the underlying issue of fear. The truth is, the reason you haven't done it is that you're afraid. Maybe if you listen to this a couple of times, it will hit you in your gut. Stop making so many excuses. An excuse is nothing but cosmetic. It's makeup. It's a blanket. It's a convenience we habitually gravitate to because it makes us feel better. But the underlying issue, the inflammation, is fear. We're afraid. Be committed to being a champion. Be committed to being a warrior. Be committed to keeping your eyes focused on the prize. This is what you work for. Stay hungry. You've got to trust yourself. You've got to believe in yourself. Run that mile. When you run that mile, run another mile. When you start to feel tired, get into that second and third gear. When you feel like your grip is getting weak, find something else to make it strong again. Don't quit on you. Don't quit on this opportunity. Don't quit on your success. Don't quit on being the best version of yourself. Why are you here? Take a good look at what you see in front of you. Look around. At the end of it all, you must understand that if it goes down, you must make sure you're the last man or woman standing. Standing strong, standing hard, and ready for whatever may come. When somebody is in love with who they've been called to become, what they've been called to fulfill, and what they've been destined to do, there is no day off. There are no light days. I'm not a light switch. You can't turn me off. I can never get turned off. Every single day, I'm giving everything I have. That's how big my dream is. There's no excuse. There's no pain, no dilemma, no speed bumps, and no distraction that can turn me off. I'm not a light switch. You can't turn me off. I want this thing every single day. Let the world see something they've never seen before in you. Let them witness something special, something unique. You're not done yet. Keep going. Keep fighting. Keep pushing. Keep breathing. Understand this is the time, and this time, it's yours. Earn your keep. Earn your victory. When you cross that finish line, look up to the heavens with your hands held high. Take a deep breath, because you made it. If it's important to you, you'll find a way. You won't have to look for excuses. You'll get resourceful. It's not always about the accomplishment, it's about the effort. All right, so watch this. 3 things. Work. What do I mean when I say work on your work? First, you've got to study your work. Are you hearing me? You're going to work every single day, but you're not getting better at it because you're not studying it. Literally, you've got to study your own work. If you play football or basketball, or if you're a teacher, look, if you're a teacher, get yourself a camera and put it in the room. Stop letting the principal study your work. Stop letting the assistant principal or administrators study your work. You should be studying your own work. You should be your own performance coach. You should be looking at what you do, how you do it, when you do it, and why you do it. You should study your work. Second, listen to me. We're taking it to another level. Critique your work. I'm talking about examining it and measuring it. From day to day, from week to week, from month to month, from year to year, I want you to critique your work. I'm my greatest critic. I'm not relying on YouTube comments. I'm not relying on the feedback of others. I'm constantly trying not just to look at my work, not just to study it, but to critique it, evaluate it, and measure it. There's no way you can get to another level if you can't measure your work. You've got to know where you are to know where you're going. So, I need you to critique your work. Third, I need you to reflect on your work. Sometimes you need to just step back from your work. Step back and reflect on it. Really think about it. Think about how you do what you do. Think about all the moves. Step back and reflect. So here's what I need you to do. Study your work, critique your work, and reflect on your work. If you can do this, you're going to go to a whole other level. Stop just going to work. Stop just doing what you've been told to do. I want you to work on your work. Every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year. You should get better at what you do. Stop looking for a promotion. Stop looking for a raise. If you're not going to increase your performance, nothing else around you is going to increase. How bad do you want it? Do you want it as bad as you want to breathe? I hear what you're saying. I don't have any more room for growth. I've done everything. If you're still alive, you've not done everything you could do. If you're still alive, there's room for growth. I understand that I've got to upgrade. Everything I do, every day, every week, every month, every year, has got to get better. For some of you, you're going to work, but whether it's basketball, soccer, sales, or education, if you're the same teacher this year as you were last year, that's a problem. I need increased performance. Once you increase your performance, everything else increases. Here's the problem. This isn't for the weekend. It's about commitment. If you want to succeed, you can't play around. There's no middle ground. You're either here or there. When you want something bad, you can't count the cost. If you count the cost, you might see how much it's going to cost, and you might quit. You might give up. You've got to go in knowing, I don't count the cost. I'll do as many push-ups as it takes, as many sit-ups as it takes, as many reps as it takes. I'll study as long as it takes. I'll pay whatever the price is. Why? Because if I start counting the cost, I might quit. I might give up. I might surrender. Don't count the cost. You don't count how many breaths you take. You don't count the cost on this one. I'll give you two names, LeBron James and Dirk Nowitzki. Both won a championship. Dirk won his championship. And listen to me closely, Dirk got the trophy. Dirk went to the club with the trophy. But if you look at Dirk a year after the championship, what do you see? Absolutely nothing. If you look at his assists, rebounds, scoring, everything, he went down. Ever since he won the championship, he's literally been going down. Now look at LeBron James. LeBron won a title, but if you study LeBron, everything went up. His assists went up, his scoring went up, his defense went up, his shooting percentage went up, everything has gone up. If you want more money, if you want a promotion, if you want to leave a legacy, you've got to increase. You can't stay where you are and think things around you are going to grow. If you keep doing what you've always done, good or bad, you'll keep getting what you've always got. You just do what you've got to do on this one, and then you look back when it's all over, and you see the rewards. You look back and see the accomplishments. You don't count it. You just look back and see that you succeeded. If you give me increased performance, hear me. Increased performance is going to increase your pay. Increased performance is going to increase your responsibility. Nobody is going to give you more responsibility if you can't handle the responsibility that you already have. The future is very expensive. I don't know what it is that you want to do, but everybody's got something they want to do. Everybody's got something they want to become. Everybody's got somewhere they believe they've been destined to go. Oftentimes we don't hit these targets because we're not considering the cost. Let me share a few things you need to start sacrificing right now. Number one, your time. You've got to get used to sacrificing your time if you're going to achieve it, if you're going to become it, if you're going to go somewhere. You're going to have to learn how to sacrifice your time. You can't have the future if you don't know how to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, or 5 o'clock in the morning. You can't have the future. You will not be able to manifest if you're sleeping when the world sleeps. You've got to learn how to get up when everybody else is sleeping. You only have 24 hours in a day. You've got to learn to manage the time that is given to you. This means you can't binge watch your favorite TV show every day. This means you can't be on social media every day. This means you can't do whatever you want all day and think you're going to manifest, become this person, and achieve this feat. It's not going to happen. Number two, comfort. I need you to get out of your comfort zone. If you're going to be successful, if you're going to achieve it, if you're going to become it, you've got to break out of your comfort zone. Some of you have financial goals, relational goals, or health goals, but you're comfortable. You're comfortable in the current toxic relationship you're in. You're comfortable being overweight. But I'm just wondering if there's anybody listening to me who's just flat out tired of being comfortable. Number three, past versions of yourself. There's an irritation, an anguish, and a pain that we all carry when we show up in a new season as the old version of ourselves. Every season requires a new version of you. Another version of discipline, focus, and intentionality. You've got to sacrifice the old you. I know you keep celebrating small wins, what you accomplished 5 years ago, 2 years ago, or in high school. But I need you to find a mirror. I need you to say goodbye to the old version of yourself. In the next 3 to 6 months, you're going to make yourself proud. The next thing that's got to go is fear, pride, and ego. For many of us, fear is disguised as rationality and practicality. Fear is disguised as a planning agent. I'm just planning out the process. I'm just going to wait. I'm just walking myself through everything and processing everything. Fear cloaks itself as process. I'm talking to you. I need you to find a mirror, bind up the spirit of fear, and tell yourself, I am not afraid. If you were to ask me what I fear, I don't fear starting. I fear never starting. I fear sleeping on my potential. I'm terrified of not manifesting and becoming the version of myself I was destined to be. The next thing you're going to have to sacrifice is your vice. Now listen, I don't know what your vice is. If you're trying to lose weight, your vice could be ice cream, chips, cupcakes, or cookies. If you're trying to be financially fit, your vice could be splurging on clothes, entertainment, food, or recreation. Sometimes you're going to have to surrender that month, that quarter, or even that year. It takes a lifetime of discipline. Can you surrender what you have possessed? Can you surrender what is possessing you? Some of you are possessed by social media. It's no longer a servant, it's a master. Social media is a beautiful servant, but it is a terrible master. Can you surrender social media? Can you surrender your time? Can you surrender yourself? Can you surrender your mind? Can you surrender your will? Can you stop choosing what's killing you? If you're going to achieve it, if you're going to manifest it, if you're going to do this thing, then you're going to need some stamina. Come on, believe it. You've got to start speaking that stamina over your life, speaking that endurance over your life. Believe it. If you're going to be extraordinary, you can't make ordinary sacrifices. There are levels to sacrifice. There are sacrifices that everybody makes, sacrifices in every season of our lives. And then there are some extraordinary sacrifices. You can't have the future if you can't surrender something that's no longer serving you. You cannot manifest, you cannot become the next version of yourself, and you cannot experience a higher quality of life unless you sacrifice. There are some things that you love too much. There are some people you've kept in your life. They are toxic, they add no value, and they are no longer serving your vision. It's time for the next version of yourself. Snap out of it. This version of you is not going to carry you into this next season. You're going to have to sacrifice who you used to be and be intentional about bringing forth positive transformation in your life, your future self will thank you. Imagine what your life would look like if you decided that you will not stay stuck. Imagine what your life would look like if you decided that you refuse to give up. I need the present-day version of you to invest in your dreams. Because if you grind now, you, my friend, will shine later.